Love it or hate it, the cultural influence of Starbucks as a coffee chain is unmatched. It has not only changed the way we work or how we meet people, but it has also changed how we consume coffee and talk about it. I mean, what do tall, venti, and grande even mean outside of Starbucks? Apart from being the biggest coffee chain in the world, Starbucks has successfully become a part of pop culture. You might be wondering what a food and beverage chain has to do with financial institutions. The answer lies in their highly popular loyalty program called My Starbucks Rewards. In this episode, we're going to explore how the global coffee empire of Starbucks functions as an unregulated bank and why some traditional banks are concerned about it. This is Siddhant. Let's do espresso shots. The logic behind a loyalty card is simple. You buy a coffee, get some points, and use that for more coffee. The goal is to keep you coming back to the store. Now, there are innumerable companies who do this, but Starbucks has the smartest loyalty program. The way the program is designed, it really makes you want to earn more and more points. And each time you get loyalty points, it is after you have done something which makes Starbucks really happy. Here's how it works. You receive 1 star for every 300 rupees spent, and for every 10 stars, Starbucks gives you a free drink. But this is where it gets interesting. Starbucks wants more people to use their loyalty program. So you refer a friend, you get a star. They want you to keep coming back to the store. So if you visit an outlet for a certain amount of consecutive days, you can get more than 25 stars. You visit the outlet during specific hours when the footfall is low. Yes, you guessed it right. You get a star. And here's the most important one. You load 2000 rupees on your card, you get 5 bonus stars. This way, customers are incentivized to load cash onto their Starbucks cards, which they may or may not use. With all this mania around collecting stars, not only has the Starbucks Rewards app become the most popular restaurant rewards app in the world, but it has also become one of the top mobile payments apps. Because of how popular the app is and the reputation of the company, customers aren't afraid to store large chunks of money in their Starbucks wallets because they know they're going to end up using it eventually. As of today, there are about 20 million members part of this rewards program. But does that mean Starbucks is their bank? Legally speaking, it isn't. But it offers many basic services that a bank would, like deposits, payments, storage, and even transfer of money. The only difference is you can't withdraw cash from Starbucks outlets. So it doesn't need to keep any cash handy in case of mass withdrawals, as is the case with banks. All it needs to do is ensure it has enough coffee for those who have preloaded their cards. Because of this, it surpasses financial regulations and is free to invest all of the money in marketing, expansion, or other initiatives and use it however it likes. Unlike banks, which are regulated and can't just do whatever they want with your money. At the end of 2020, the coffee chain had more than $1 billion in balances. Most banks in the US have less than $1 billion in total assets. Of course, customers will eventually exchange this money for coffee, but until then, they're unknowingly providing Starbucks with $1 billion in loan at 0% interest. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. No one is losing their money and no one is being tricked. It's all fair game. But leftover balances in these wallets contribute as a significant source of income for the coffee chain. According to historical data, it's safe to assume that 10% of this amount will never be used. And when you're handing more than $1 billion each year, 10% of that number is a massive $100 million going straight to the cash reserves and sitting pretty year on year. I mean, have you always at all times completely redeemed your gift cards? Sometimes we lose them, sometimes we forget them. And most of the time it just expires. All of this is quite unnerving for traditional bankers. The chairman of one of South Korea's largest financial groups was quoted saying that Starbucks is not a mere coffee company, but an unregulated bank. If it wanted to, Starbucks has all the tools to form its own full fledged currency or partner with other brands to create a widely available mobile payment system. While it has never shown any interest in becoming a financial giant, it could in the future. And there's no denying that the system it has created is a stroke of genius.